of the night of the hurricane. Everybody had been to a party except me. I was 5:30 in the next morning in the makeup chair. So I had to go to bed early. And I woke up about 1:30, and my actual bedroom was on the front of the promenade in this hotel that we all stayed in. And I thought, well, everybody's bound to be up. I went downstairs, there was nobody up. They'd all gone to bed. And eventually at about, I don't know, about an hour later, and it was roaring outside, the gale, absolutely roaring. And no lights were on in the hotel. And Jeff, you came down. Do you remember? And you actually, I said to you, I said, I don't know what's going on. I said, but I think we're in a bit of a mess here. Eventually, another man came down, and he was going to go on the ferry to Harwich, from Harwich to the Hook of Holland. And he came down, and we sat there, the three of us, with this gale roaring about it, thinking that the cast would come down, but nobody came down except Jeff and myself. They were all sound asleep.
It was the night.
What, darling?
The great hurricane of '87.
Of the hurricane.
Overnight. Over the course of the evening, that most of us got up and came downstairs. We couldn't sleep. I think your window was blown in, Ruth. My car was damaged.
Yes.
On the front.
Did Kenny Connor was in the bridal suite? Didn't he say he felt the room move for the first time? He had no.
Yeah.
I started to help.
That's what woke me up.
And put the bacon on for the breakfast in the morning. I'd sit up at 6 in the morning. We were all down there, and and we all assembled because the whole thing was a nightmare, complete nightmare. It was a Saturday morning, and then we went back to the camp. We got one scene to film outside around the pool, but because of the devastation, 58 poplar trees came down in that camp.
Yeah. Yes. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And do you remember the guy, Jeff?
Yeah.
Jeff, one of the technicians who nearly got it because the poplar came down into the actual chalet. He got taken to hospital.
Yeah. It was the sound guy, wasn't it? The guy with the boom, that big guy.
Yeah,
that's right.
Got up to go down to the toilet at the end of the chalet lines because he was staying in the chalets. He got up to go for a pee, and when he came back, there was a
that's right.
Right through his chalet.
Yes.
Wow. Chalet that night.
Awful.
Somebody was after him that night, that's for sure. And it was quite an extraordinary experience because one of the poor extras, supporting artists, I beg your pardon, we don't use that word, but he just changed his car insurance from fully comprehensive to third-party fire and theft.
Oh no!
He came down on his car.
Yeah.
Oh, lad.
It was the devastation that it caused.
It was God's
in Dover Court.
At the end of the night, God's way of saying hi is no more.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Do you remember the devastation that, as you walked out of the hotel and down the road, there were, there were roofs off, loads of trees down, and it was quite awful. And a lot of our extras that lived in London couldn't get to the camp because there was so much devastation on the roads as well. Wow. But it was the very last bit of filming, and there was
historic event.
It was awful, really, to go out like that.